All right, we're here with Jadon and Corey, Ravenwood High School. I just want to start, Jadon, just wanted to talk to you about, the situation that happened at Ravenwood with the protest. Just tell us in your words, like, what went down.
Well, I got to school Monday morning. I went to go look up my computer, get started on my work, and in my username, there was the N word written in it. And so I went to my teacher. She told me that there's a camera in the room, so he was actually caught pretty fast. I went to my SROs for help. They said they checked the cameras, and he was caught within a day. So.
And then what happened from there to turn into the protest and everything else that's happened?
Okay, so we waited to see what the punishment would be, to see if it was a fair punishment, and it turned out that it wasn't fair enough. 3 days is not enough for a hate crime, so we decided to organize a peaceful protest during our 8-minute break and call attention to what happened, racism, and how it's still an issue at Ravenwood. We're really in all of Williamson County. This is not just at Ravenwood. I just decided to speak out about it, and it was a good, positive effect in the end.
What about you, Corey? How have you felt about the last week and a half, and everything that's happened?
I'm glad that we went the route that we did, especially making such a big decision that Jadon did make, and speaking out about the whole thing, because he could have just pushed it aside and made it seem like it was nothing, but it really is something that's big that's dealt with every day in Williamson County. So I'm glad that we went the route that we did. I think it was a very good outcome of the whole thing.
How did it feel as his friend? Just when the situation happened and he told you what happened, what are the feelings that come up when something like that happens?
It was definitely a lot of confusion. It was just something that was unexpected because one, he's never talked to the kid that did such hate crime, and it was just. We're not people who deserve that type of treatment too. We're two great kids, so we just like to play football and have fun. So it was definitely a shocker to us.
And Jadon, tell me about just what's the raw feeling when these things happen? What's the feeling that happens when these situations occur? How does it make you feel?
I don't want to say shocked because I've dealt with racism my whole life. It's more so just disappointment that it's still happening to this day. We just gotta do better. That's it.
What can, if you're speaking to a white person or all white people in Williamson County, what can we do to change the situation? What can we do to help? What can we do to hear you better?
Honestly, it all starts at home. Nobody is born racist. They're brought up like that. Their parents, their family, their friends, they teach them that it's okay to treat other people less than human just because of their skin and how they were born. And if you see some racism, just speak out about it. Just don't be quiet. Don't let it slide, because one little thing can just turn into a whole deal, and it's just not okay. It's not okay.
Any thoughts, Corey?
He hit it spot on. It's definitely something that starts at home. Nobody's born this type of way. It's definitely something that's taught. And I feel like we need to learn the history behind everything that really happened. Definitely need to do some looking in the mirror and really learn about the entire history of everything. So.
what are your thoughts on the horrible white supremacist stuff that happened in Buffalo?
I think that just goes to show about like how serious racism is and how serious it can get, and how it's just not a joke. It's not just a word. It's a thought of hate of a race, and that's Buffalo is an example of what it can turn into. Just shooting innocent black people who've done nothing wrong but just be themselves to the shooting.
Any thoughts?
I mean, I think the whole Buffalo situation is definitely a prime example of what's wrong with, let alone this county, but the entire world. It's just heartbreaking to know that innocent people's lives were taken just because of the color of their skin.
I just want to thank everybody who helped in the protest. Non-black people, I really appreciate it. You guys really tried to step into our shoes and come together and help us out. You don't have to be black to speak out against racism. It's that simple. If you're a black student in Williamson County experience racism, you can always hit me up. There should be more Black Student Alliance at pretty much every school now. I'm sure next year. But yeah.
Any final thoughts?
I think the amount of support that was given to the protest, whether it was students, teachers, administrators, I think that was a real big help. Black or white, you know what I'm saying, it's bigger than just the color of your skin. It definitely takes a village to solve a problem and get to the bottom of everything. So I think the support was really helpful.
We'll point to the camera. The last thing out, or we're good?
Yeah.
All right, we're good. All right, thanks, fellas.